3 events to go, but also that second group of the discus.
So the pole vault is concluded on the bottom bend, but this is where our attention stays. We're the first of 4 heats of the men's 200 metres. Round 1 will be followed by the women up next. And we meet the athlete first on the outside leg, Chevre of Switzerland. And we'll flash past him. Mezzalos going in lane 6.
From Italy, Damiano
Denato. 3-time national under-23 champion of Italy. He goes in lane 4. Erlendsson, European finalist in Rome in the 200 metres. He goes in lane 3, one of the favourites in this one. And of course, a warm welcome for the Norwegian who goes in lane 2. Johnny Ajay. He'll have work to do from the inside lane. All eyes on Erik Erlendsson in that iconic yellow and blue of Sweden. Fastest in this field in personal best form this season. Experience at the senior championships in Rome, and what a championships they were as well. Reaching the final. He will have his eyes set on securing final place, which he will do if he finishes in the top 3. So underway in the first of our 4 heats. First 3 in each heat qualifying automatically. Really good start from the Slovenian Bergen, who is powering from lane 5. They're catching up with him now, and it's the Italian Donato who is pulling away. Work to do for Chevre, who will be outside of the automatic picture. It looked like it was the 3 on the inside lanes who got there first. Clock stopped 20.74. And it was Damiano Donato who qualified first. Erlendsson taking second. Well, very quick start from Yuri Berber. He couldn't keep that momentum going. And previous gold medalist in the 4x100 at European under-20 level, Chevre, well out of the picture when it comes to the automatic qualifying places. It is then the next 4 fastest that go through to the final once we've concluded with the 4 heats. Clear win for the Italian. He gets to celebrate as the decathletes make their way back into some shade.
Yeah, as is customary at these championships, they've got their own rest area and catering facilities as well. So some fairly somber romantic music, but then the beat finally drops as we get ready here. But interesting, Beppe Grillo appears to be a DNS. One of 2 Maltese athletes. Did go in the 100 metres, maybe picked up a slight injury there. Bogaczynski, naturally one we pick out, along with Jiro Kwainu. Now, personal best of 2034. So on PBs, he's actually ranked 2nd, just ahead of Bogaczynski, but 2070 this year. One of the athletes involved in the World Relays, in the mixed 4x1, along with Kisiwa Mensah, who we'll see in the women's 200 metres. Kwainu was selected for the European Championships last year in Rome as a senior, made the semi-finals. So Cappelletti, Kwainu, Bogaczynski, Takash, Nicolita and Rennert. First 3 in each heat. 4-time qualifiers through to the semis. So just the 6 athletes in this second heat. Bogaczynski going well in the red and white of Poland in lane 5. Kwainu alongside, and Cappelletti in the blue. So these 3 well away and clear. 2071, Cappelletti falling across the line there. So very comfortable qualification, and I think there's more to come in those semi-finals as we said, in the 100 meters. But still, you know, in the 100 semi-finals, I don't think we learned too much about where some of the best athletes might be separated.
Well, it's clear to see the separation in this heat, wasn't it? 3 to one side. Clear as the top 3. And the other 3, well, they'll have to wait and see. Or going through as non-automatic time qualifiers. And it is always interesting, as we've seen it over the years at age group championships. Some really get it right in terms of saving themselves through the early stages, and some get it really wrong. You want to build into the competition, to leave it all out there on day 1.
Yeah, decent sized gap for others to slot into with their 4th place there, 21.40.
Well, some of the loudest support has been the French contingent, who, when they're not competing, they're wearing the pink shirts. They're quite easy to spot from all around the track. And yesterday, towards the end of yesterday in particular, you could hear them all around the Fana Stadium, which once again is drenched in sunshine. You can always tell where there's those little ripples across the picture, just how hot it is. Started out at 21 degrees when we started. We must be up to around mid-20s, at least now. Here's one of the favourites. This is why the French crowd are out in their force on that bottom bend. Fastest man in this heat, Oli Batili of France. Go through those final preparations, striding out of the blocks. Well, he's in excellent form this season, the man who is just now bursting into his stride. Studying in the USA, South Plains College. 20.4 he's run this season, bringing him 74th in the European rankings. Falk with Denmark. Of course, they already have a gold medal from late on yesterday. The men's 10,000 metres. First time Denmark have claimed a gold medal through one of their male athletes. It had been the women at under 23 level pulling all the weight. They carry that momentum. He'll need something special. He hasn't been under 21 seconds in his lifetime. He's come very close this season. They've got the right idea, haven't they? Around 12 kilometres outside of the city centre of Bergen. What a stunning location this is as we meet the athletes. Kartal of Turkey, national indoor champion this year. This is Sancho, studying at Louisiana Tech. Andrew Egan, the Irish under 23 champion. Of Sweden, very well decorated national level at under 23. And it's quite a long hold they've had at times, these athletes. We mentioned it a few times yesterday in the 100 metres, and there's nowhere really to shelter. But it's all part of championship racing. Well, we're just hearing over the tannoy that there has been a disqualification from the first heat. And as we will wait for confirmation of that, we're just finding it now. It seems like Takash has been bumped up into the semi-final place, and the disqualification is for Kwainu of Great Britain. Well, we are waiting on confirmation of what the regulation is that he has been noted for breaking. I'm sure there will be an appeal. Lane infringement for Kwainu of Great Britain. So Takash now up into that qualifying, automatic qualifying spot. Well, that is a real disappointment, Alex.
Yeah, frustrating for him, because I was just saying that did well at the European Championships, didn't make the final though, and maybe this level was a big chance for him to try and do that.
So after a long, long wait, it seems maybe just that we are ready to go for the third heat. Vali Bartili, fastest man in this heat this year, 20.4 he's run, based out in the US. Dennis Cartel, national indoor champion. Jaime Sancho of Spain, studying in the US as well at Louisiana Tech. Andrew Egan of Ireland, the national under-23 champion, goes in lane 3. And Linus Phil, 7-time under-23 champion, going in lane 2. Could do something here. Hill from the inside. Needs to get closer to that personal best. He hasn't run under 21 seconds yet this season. One of 2 in the field who haven't. All eyes on Vali Bartili in lane 6. So as with the heats that have come before, first 3 qualifying, and then the next 4 fastest time qualifies after that. A really good start from Jaime Sancho, and to the side of him, Cartel going well. Bartili's having to work hard to get back on level terms, because on the inside going exceptionally well is the Swede. Pill, and he's going to get there. And he will take the first automatic qualifying spot. And Bartili, I think, was just outside of the top 3. The clock has stopped at 21.20, so slower than the first heat. Well, we said he would have had to work hard from the inside lane. Just 0.01 outside of his season's best. And sneaking up, and you do wonder, when you look at the times that are coming through, did Bartili just not realise the threat that was there on the inside lane?
Swedish men's sprinting has really come on in the last few years. We talked about Erik Erlandsson, 4th in Rome last year. And I think it all started really with Henrik Larsson, who won this title of 100 metres here in European Under-23s in 2019. Breaking a long-standing record that had been held since 1996. Isaac Hughes was in the 100 metres and looked good. Someone else who won an Under-20 medal. Piel and Erlandsson both looking good in the 200. Still expecting good things of Battier. Edias, a big contender in the 100 metres as well, along with Nsikak Ekpo. So Battier, yeah, with that personal best of 20.40 this year, a little down on where you might have expected him to be. $21.39 for 4th at the moment. Still looks good for a place in those semi-finals. Only just, though.
It will all come down to this 4th and final heat. And when you skim across the personal best, the season's best, there are some very quick men going in this one.
There's Denise Cartal in second there, 21.28 his time. 4.6 tenths shy of his personal best, just in the mix zone there with our reporter Ronan McLeod.
She's prepared for the weather, isn't she?
Absolutely,
Bucket hat on.
all eventualities, yes.
Yep.
Seems like the certain person who would be.
I'll have to go and see if she's got some sunscreen.
You weren't expecting that for Norway, were you? You did pack it though, I believe.
I did, yes.
Did.
Just when I left the hotel this morning, it was so overcast, wasn't it? I went out for a run earlier on today, and as we just take a look back, you always have a little bit of concern when we're shown replays like this, and we are both looking intently at the feet. And is it Cartel?
He's very close to the line, but yeah, we'll wait and see what the officials are looking at.
So hard to see on the bend as well.
Well, it leaves us with one more heat, of course. The 200 meters. Doesn't appear to be any decathletes in the circle just yet. Ahead of the second group, the discus.
Well, here we go, just taking a look back at the race on a whole. We might get some clarity on why we were showing that replay. What a race it was on the inside, but Magnus Bill. Hard to tell, hard to see anything there, but of course, as soon as we're brought any news, if there is any, we of course hope there isn't, we will bring that to you. We have one disqualification in the men's 200 metres that we've already told you about. Hope it stays at just that. So here we go, confirmation of the results now. Magnus Bill, as Alex says, continuing some really good performances that we've seen from Swedish sprinters here at the under 23, under 20 and of course under 18 championships as well over the years.
And in lane 7 from Israel to the European Athletics U23 lead of the year.
So introducing the athletes, starting with Gabriel Meyer, who was in the 100 as well. Blessing of Fripa, defending champion. It's Filip Pedadic of Slovenia.
And on the inside in lane 2, representing Italy.
Alongside him, Andrej Skocier, Slovenian 200 indoor champion. Timo Speering of the Netherlands, personal best 91 this year. Valtteri Loco of Finland. And Edoardo Longobardi of Italy, European under-18 silver medalist. So Longobardi, Luco, Speering, Skocier, Feredic, Afipa and Meyer. Top three once again going through to the semi-finals by right. Four-time qualifying spots also available. Afrifa, who of course won the European Team Championship second division to help his nation stay in that division. There was a relegation fight on, but he hauled them up. And Afrifa able to save some energy. Speering and Longobardi battling for the spots behind.
I thought he was going to jump off the track and walk straight down the mix zone there.
10.9. Yeah. Bro. Headwind? 3.0.
Now he's saying headwind there. Yeah, minus 2.7. Must have been pretty crazy in the athletes' faces. Coming down the home straight. Let's have another look here. He'd really done the hard work by this point.
Absolutely. Just wait for it. There it is. Takes a look to one side. And with about, at that point, 75 maybe meters to go, pulls on the brakes just like that. And that's so he has the shove on the back. I thought that he was just confident enough that he would jog straight down the mix zone and go and rest ahead of the semis. Now, surely that's the most confident performance that we've seen in the across the four heats so far.
Yeah, potentially. And another athlete who's already won this title, returning, one of 9 to do that. including the likes of Stefan Nielsen. We saw him in the 1500, Ismail Nazir, 400 hurdles. Yemi Merijon, the 400 meters as well. I'll have to speak to Rona as well. So these are the athletes qualifying for the 200 semis, led by Bogaczynski. Obviously, it's not fully representative. Free for easing down across that line. I wonder whether there could be an appeal in respect of Kwainu, of course. We'll wait and see on that.
So our focus quickly moves back to the track for the semi-finals of the men's 200 metres. First three across the line qualify, and then the next two fastest from across both of the races. Jaime Sancho of Spain going on the outside lane that you can see on your screens. The full lineup for this one. Taps his head, he's ready to go. 22-year-old national under-23 champion, Olympic semi-finalist and fourth at European Championships in Rome. Erik Erlendsson goes in 7th. Damiano Donato, plenty of age group record or championship medals claimed in Italy. Blessing Afrifa of Israel, the reigning champion, world under-20 champion in 2022. Spearling of the Netherlands going in lane 3. Silver in 2023 at the under-20 championships. Keep your eyes on lane 2 as well. And Mathieu Chevler, European under-20 champion in the 4x100 in 2023, representing Switzerland. Mazalos of Hungary in 1, Chevler in 2. Spearling in 3, Longobardi in 4, Afrifa in 5, Donato 6, Erlendsson 7, Sancho, and the outside in lane 8. So we're underway. Keep your eyes on lane 5, the only man in the field who has gone under 20 seconds in his lifetime, and he's made an excellent start. The man in white and blue looks to one side, he surges round the corner, has the strength and is powering towards the line. Who will take the second and third automatic qualifying spot? It's going to be really close for the third. The second will go the way of Italy and Damiano Donato. Jaime Sancho is finishing really well in lane 8. 3 going through automatically. Confirmation then of the first 2. Donato, an excellent finish. Coming really strong off the bend, and on the outside from lane 8, Jaime Sancho beating the 4th place finisher at the European Championships, Erik Erlendsson. Olympic semi-finalist, you'd have expected him to be in and around those automatic qualifying spaces. He is the next best though, so the time of 20.89 will now become a target for the second semi-final.
Yeah, so we've seen 2 defending champions in quick succession. Saga Vaninen in the heptathlon, and now Blessing Afrifa, also a world under-20 champion. Both of them. So the Israeli, who had a navy vest on for the European Team Championships, he's got white on here. Maybe that's because it's a little bit hotter. Do sometimes see the option to choose, but yeah, didn't even have to run that fast compared to his personal best. Ferretti only in 20th overall out of 23 athletes involved. On to the second semi-final then of the men's 200 metres. So Tijani Ajay on the outside. Bogaczynski, though, really the one to watch for Poland. Bogaczynski, European under-23 bronze medalist in the relay a couple of years ago.
And in lane 3,
Capelletti alongside him. Bronze medalist in the relay 4 years ago. Linus Pil of Sweden. Alol Takash, Hungary. Kartal, Turkey. Gabriele Myers also in the 100. Yuri Baber of Slovenia right on the inside. So Poland could be quite strong in some of the men's sprint track events if you include the 400 meters in that. Maximilian Szwed looking like one of the 400 favorites. Bogaczynski certainly a great chance of a medal in the 200. So Bebe, Maya, Kartel, Takash, Peel, Cappelletti, Bogaczynski and Tijani Ajay. Top 3 going through to the final, and then 2-time qualifiers. So decent getaway there from Cappelletti in the blue of Italy, marginally leading, it looks like, at this stage. Following that great reaction, Bogaczynski now trying to reply down this home straight in the red and white of Poland. These two looking good at this stage, a real scrap for third place, as indeed for first, with Bogaczynski there ahead of Cappelletti, it looked like, 20.82. Does come down to a photo finish, though. The officials looking at that. Linus Peel, I believe, has been given third place at this stage. 20.83 officially for Bogaczynski then. More of a still wind than we saw at this time yesterday. It was quite a strong headwind. 20.86 for Cappelletti, and Peel now officially 20.96 is through to the final. Other times yet to come through at this point. 20.89 and 20.92 were the target times. And Tijani Ajay in fourth, 20.98, so outside of what was needed.
Yeah, it was that quicker first semi-final, where the 2 next best time qualifiers will come from. Erik Erlandsson and Timo Spearling. Very close though. Linus Peel, with that dip of the head, getting there ahead of the Norwegian Tijani Ajay. So on your screen, confirmation of who has qualified through to the final of the men's 200 meters, and what a final we have in store. Just how quick will we see Blessing Afrifa go? Can he get under that 20-second mark? He achieved that feat in Cali, Colombia. Quite a nonchalant response. Still work to do for the Bulgarian.
To the final of the men's 200 meters, and it's been very interesting. Big breakthroughs over 400 and 800 at these championships, including those championship records tonight. The times haven't been that fast in the 100 and 200, and maybe the new spikes playing a bit of a part in that in some of the longer events, but which still aren't distance. Jaime Sancho on the outside for Spain, then Blessing Afrifa of Israel, the defending champion. Personal best of 1996 when winning World Under-20 gold. Dentato then of Italy, their Under-23 champion this year. On to Igor Bogaczynski, a relay bronze medalist a couple of years ago at these championships. Cappelletti, second of the Italians, was an Under-20 relay medalist 4 years ago. And then 2 Swedes, quite impressive to see them in this final. Linus Peel, 4-time Swedish champion, and Erik Erlandsson, who was 4th at the European Seniors last year in Rome. Timo Spearling then on the inside, silver medalist at Under-20 level 2 years ago. But one of those to improve this year, 20.91. Same personal best as Peel. So Karol Zalewski was the last man to defend successfully this particular title, 2013 and 2015. This year, the men have made it. Spearling, Erlandsson, Peel, Cappelletti, Bogaczynski, Dentato, Afrifa and Sancho. The final of the men's 200 meters. So you can hear that pitter-patter picked up by the effects mic as they push on through this bend. Afrifa in the Navy of Israel, going strongly here. He has a clear advantage. They're trying to close. Dentato is fighting here, still and still. But Afrifa does do it. 20:63. And there is another nonchalant response as he walks up the track. And he meant business there. 20:64 on the clock. And again, didn't have to be quite that fast. Not as lethal as some of those 400 times that we've seen. Dentato, 20:69, he was really closing on Afrifa. And then Jaime Sancho, 20:76. Erik Erlandsson, fourth at the seniors, and fourth then at the under-23s as well. Afrifa did a lot of the hard work in the first 100.
Yep, and well, Donato, as we've seen him come through the rounds, does a lot of the work at the tail end. So interesting to see those two meet in this final, and the real difference in the stylistic approach to running the 200 meters. But Afrifa, well, he looked head and shoulders above the rest, wearing that blue bib. The European Under-23 lead this year, the defending champion. Confident, dipping on the line. Jaime Sancho in lane 8. Well, we've seen some excellent performances in lane 8, haven't we? And sending that head forward, had room to the pack behind him.
Well, he has his country's second ever gold medal in European Under-23 history. And of course, he got the first. Before that, 2015 and 2019, just the 2 silver medals for Tadesse Getahon and Dimitri Kreuter. So really adding to that collection over the last decade, and before that, no medals. Now 2 golds across the last 2 editions. So he does emulate Karol Zalewski, who of course went on to become an Olympic champion in the mixed relay for Poland. Dentato and Sancho, silver and bronze for Italy and Spain.
Hi, I'm Manu Duplantis. Subscribe to the European Athletics YouTube channel down below.